What is rolling shutter? The short answer is this. At first glance it might look like the image is being rotated and the camera is moving like this, rotating around the lens, but that's not the case. The camera is simply panning left to right without any roll. If you pay attention to one of the horizontal lines, you'll see that when the movement starts, the horizontal line stays horizontal. If you pay attention to a vertical line, you'll see that the vertical line is deformed. The image has not been rotated, the image has been sheared. That is, the top of the image has moved one way and the bottom has moved the other. But why? The answer lies inside the camera. Cameras take photos by exposing light to a sensor. When not in use, the sensor is covered up by two doors, called shutters. At the start, the bottom door covers the sensor completely. When the image is captured, the bottom door slides down, revealing the sensor, then the top door follows, covering it again. This is not instantaneous. It takes time for the shutters to move. This means the top of the sensor is exposed before the bottom. The top part of the image is captured before the bottom part of the image. If the shutter speed is fast enough, the top door will almost immediately follow the bottom one, meaning the top and bottom of the sensor record completely different times. Video cameras don't use shutters, or rather they use electronic shutters. The sensor is always exposed to light, and the electronics decides when to capture it. Some sensors record the whole frame at once, which eliminates the issue completely. This is called a global shutter. Unfortunately, most sensors still scan from top to bottom. It takes time to record data, even digitally. The result is the same issue as before. The top of the image was recorded before the bottom. Rolling shutter without the shutters. You may have seen TikTok videos using the effect time warp scan. A line slowly scans down the image, recording what it sees at that line at that moment. You can use this to create some funny images. Rolling shutter is this, but much faster, so it's only noticeable when recording very quick movements. In our example of the camera panning side to side very quickly, the camera has panned slightly in the time it takes for the top of the image to be recorded and the bottom to be recorded. This results in the shearing effect we saw at the beginning, where the bottom of the image shows something that is further left than the top. You can compensate for this in post-production by simply shearing it back, which is what I've done here. However, this only works if the movement is uniform across the whole image. If a car moves very quickly through your shot, the car will be sheared but the background won't be, so you can't fix one without breaking the other. It isn't just movement that can be an issue. If you were to turn a light on halfway through the shot, you may get an image like this. The top half was taken before the light was turned on, the bottom half was taken afterwards. You get some very strange effects if you take a photograph of a fan because of how quickly the blades are moving. Rolling shutter is a problem to be aware of, but sometimes it can be used creatively to make something really cool looking. Check out this Tom Scott video and see if you can figure out what's going on before he explains it. And thank you for watching.